But I remember talking to the Flat Earth Society president. This was years ago. And
not real.
I believe his belief was that the sun was 37 miles from the Earth. Is that approximately what you think?
That's closer than 93 million miles because we can actually prove
right.
that 93 million miles is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Think about this. If the sun in the heliocentric model, the size that they tell us, if it was a mile over your head, it would fill the entire sky, right? It's so gigantic. It would fill the whole sky, right? Mm-hmm. So we move the sun 93 million miles away, and because of perspective, it gets smaller, right? It gets smaller, and now it's the size of a coin held at arm's length, right?
Right.
So we go from this to this just by moving it 93 million miles away. If we moved it another 93 million miles away, how much smaller would that get?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot smaller. And then if we moved it, doubled that again, it would be so small it wouldn't be able to see. But if we doubled it again, so now it's 8 times farther. So. Well, forget that. But 8 times farther, that's called a light hour. 1 light hour, because it's 8 light minutes away. 8 times 8, 64. We'll call it a light hour.
Yeah.
At a light hour, I propose that you couldn't even see the sun. Okay? This is what NASA says the sun looks like from all the different planets, right? Here's Earth. Here's Earth right here, right? Jupiter, it's pretty small. And then it's like you can't even see it out here. Okay? But we're told that we can see Polaris at 433 light years away. Polaris, our most important star, the one that doesn't move. Okay, 433 light years, and now astronomy is like, well, you know what? We could be off by 100 light years. 100 light years. Okay, light years are ridiculous. Think about this: the closest star. Pat, there's a lot of information to take in.
It is.
The closest star, excluding our sun, if you want to call that a star, is 4.5 light years. That's 25 trillion miles, right? And here's where people's brains shut down. They don't understand what a trillion is. Oh, we're in trillions of deaths. Oh, trillion this, trillion that. Okay. A trillion seconds, Pat. Do you know how long a trillion seconds is?
Something like 33,000 years.
You're the first person that's got it right. 31,000 years. Now think about that. A trillion seconds is 31,000 years. I think that's longer than the Earth has even existed. Okay? So if we wanted to go to the closest star, we're traveling at a mile per second, which no one has ever gone that fast. And we went for 31,000 years. We're only 1/25th of the way there. Okay? We got to do that 24 more times to get to the closest star. Right. And people want to believe in aliens coming from outer space, right? Scientifically impossible, vacuum outer space. There's so many things. We're not taught about the globe. We're not taught about any of this stuff other than just little pieces of information that make you laugh at flat Earth. But once you understand what the heliocentric model is, you're like, nope, that doesn't make any sense at all.
So why the hoax? Why are they doing this? What, obviously you don't believe the photos. You don't believe the videos. You obviously don't believe we've been to the moon. So why are they doing this? What is the point?
I'll answer that. Since you mentioned photos, I'm going to show you 3 photos. Ready? Here we got
Morgan Freeman.
1, 2, right? I'm not sure who this guy is, and that.
Yes.
One of these photos is fake. One of these photos is fake.
Okay.
One of these photos is a painting. Can you figure it out?
Jim Carrey.
I would guess the guy in the middle.
So the other 2 are real then.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all fake. They're all paintings. It was a trick question because when we're showed photos of Earth, we're told that they're real. Okay, we're told that the photos of Earth are real, but when you actually look at them, right? I'm trying to talk and navigate. When you actually look at them, you realize that it doesn't make any sense. Hold on, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Right. This is actually another painting, not a photograph.
Okay.
Right. And then NASA shows us these are images of Earth. How do I pose the question? Which one is fake or which one is real? Because these are all photos from NASA.
Right.
Okay. This one is the blue marble, which was on everyone's iPhone. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
And when it first came out, and they admit that it was made in Photoshop. Right. Here's the 2012, 2013. Look at the United States. I mean, I guess we're getting thinner. We're not getting fatter.
Yeah.
In 1 year, look how much smaller the United. But these are from NASA, right? Not a space agency. Okay. When you actually look at their stuff and measure it, okay, we can't go to space and measure But we can drive across Mexico and Baja, and we can measure it. It's 934 miles. We could actually confirm this. So they tell us the diameter of the Earth, a straight line through the Earth, 7,917 miles. I should be able to fit 8.5 of these line segments in between these two lines, right? I can barely fit 3, okay? And so this shows us that this is not real. This is fake. This is all you need, right? This is all you need, right? And then they show us, if you compare it to a map of the world, this is what they're showing us about this area. All of this land, everything is on the other side of this ball, right? Okay. This is NASA, right? Here's another one from NASA. This is what they're showing us. This is, look, we got the Euphrates or whatever that is. I got my geography a little wrong. And all of this is on the other side of that ball. Okay.
Yeah.
If this doesn't make sense to you, it's because you have common sense, right? you actually have common sense, right? And then everyone remembers the blue marble. This was on everyone's iPhone. This is indoctrination. But when you zoom in, you could see these clouds are stepped and repeated, same clouds again and again and again. Okay. Mm-hmm. And the guy that made it, Robert Simon, a NASA visual artist, in an interview, he said he made it from data and he made it in Photoshop and he used Command X a lot. Yeah. Okay. He made it to make it look like what people wanted to see.